getting back together, I said, listen, one of the things I don't want is a relationship on social media. It's sort of like, you're gonna marry a boat captain and you go, well, I don't like the water.
Ben Affleck is sharing his side of the story. Over 3 months after the actor and his ex Jennifer Lopez finalized their divorce after 2 years of marriage, Ben is now addressing their shocking split.
Ben Affleck just dropped a bombshell, and it's got the internet shaking. In a rare, brutally honest interview, Ben finally opened up about why his relationship with Jennifer Lopez came to an end. And let's just say, Jenny from the block was not impressed. In fact, insiders say she was so upset by what Ben shared publicly, she packed up and moved into a brand new mansion. Yep, this breakup saga is far from over, and today, we're diving deep into why the Bennifer drama just won't quit, even after divorce papers were signed. Let's rewind a bit. Months after their highly public split, Ben sat down with GQ and did something we rarely see. He got real. Really real. When asked about the split, he didn't hold back. He admitted that he's more private, more introverted, basically the polar opposite of Jennifer Lopez, who lives life unapologetically in the spotlight. Ben said, "There are people who are just better at handling fame. Jennifer is one of them. I'm more private by nature. We didn't always see eye to eye on that." Then he dropped that now viral quote, the boat captain metaphor. You don't marry a ship captain and then say you're scared of the ocean. In other words, you can't sign up for someone's lifestyle and then complain when it gets choppy. That wasn't the reason things fell apart, he clarified. But it was part of a bigger picture that made it hard to keep sailing. And when that interview dropped, oh, the headlines went wild. Everyone wanted more details, more drama, more tea. But according to sources, Ben isn't spilling anything else. That interview was a one and done. No more public statements, no messy back and forth. Just two people who tried and failed to make it work. Sounds mature, right? Well, maybe. Because behind the scenes, Jennifer Lopez wasn't exactly clapping back with applause. In fact, sources close to her say she was hurt. Not just by the split, but by how fast it happened, and Ben's apparent refusal to keep fighting for their marriage. She really wanted it to work, a source told People. She was blindsided, and it stung. And that, my friends, is just the beginning. Stick around, because the next twist in this Hollywood heartbreak is even messier.
I have some intel on this.
So what was it?
It wasn't her.
Everyone jumped to her being the difficult one.
Right.
Actually, potentially, yeah.
I mean, I've heard this about him professionally. He's got a point of view that he fiercely believes in.
So did she think she could change him? Is that why she got together with him the second time?
She thought he changed.
Whew, buckle up. Because just when you thought the Bennifer saga was done, things got even messier. Turns out, Ben may have seriously miscalculated. While Jennifer Lopez was still reeling from the breakup, he was out here getting closer than ever with his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner. And not just a friendly catch-up. We're talking paintball outings with their kids, lots of smiles, and what looked a little too cozy to some fans. Now imagine this. You're freshly divorced, you're heartbroken, and suddenly photos start circulating of your ex having the time of his life with the woman he was married to before you. Yeah, the internet had a field day. So, you know that paintball video? Yeah. The one of Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner looking way too cozy? Well, that clip didn't just make headlines. It made its way straight to Jennifer Lopez's screen. And let's just say, she did not take it well. According to insiders, Jenny saw those pics the same time the rest of the world did. And immediately, the questions started swirling in her head. Was there more going on between Ben and his ex than she realized? Was this happening the whole time? One source told the Daily Mail that Jennifer Lopez felt blindsided, not just because of the photo, but because she had invested so much emotional energy into supporting Ben during their marriage, especially during the tough times. And now, she was watching him hang out with his ex like nothing ever happened. Here's where it gets even messier. Reportedly, during the breakdown of their marriage, J.Lo actually turned to Jennifer Garner for help. Yup, In a surprising twist, she reached out to Ben's ex-wife hoping she could help them fix things. At first, it seemed like a bold, mature move. But according to sources, things got complicated real fast. Jennifer Garner has always had Ben's back, even after their divorce, especially when it comes to his battles with addiction and his mental health. So when Jenny came knocking, Garner stepped in. Not to rekindle anything romantic, but to help. She played mediator, counselor, emotional support, you name it. But soon enough, what started as support turned into something deeper and way messier. Jenny leaned hard on Jen. Like, constantly. To the point where friends of Garner were starting to worry she was being used. That she was being dragged into drama that wasn't hers. One source even said Jen was being turned into a pawn, caught between her ex-husband and the woman he left her for, now asking her for help to keep that marriage from falling apart. It's giving emotional whiplash. And despite all this, Jennifer Garner stayed calm. She kept helping. Why? Because at the end of the day, this wasn't about picking sides. It was about making sure Ben was okay, especially for the sake of their kids. But even that wasn't enough to stop the spiral. Because even after it was obvious Ben and J.Lo were done, even when the marriage had reached its final chapter, Jenny still kept turning to Garner. And that was the final emotional twist. Imagine being Jennifer Garner, stuck in the middle of your ex's failed marriage, helping the very person your ex once left you for, while trying to keep it together for your children. Yeah. Hollywood can't script this kind of drama. As Bennifer's marriage crumbled, one thing became crystal clear. Jennifer Garner couldn't fix what was already broken. And honestly, it left a lot of people wondering about Jennifer Lopez's true intentions. Was she genuinely asking for help? Or was she trying to shift the emotional burden onto someone else? This whole situation also brought up a bigger question. How did Ben and Jenny's high-profile marriage affect his sobriety journey? Jennifer Garner has always been fiercely protective of Ben, especially when it came to his battles with addiction. She's been there through his darkest days, shielding their kids from the chaos of Hollywood and doing her best to keep things grounded. But J.Lo, she thrived in the spotlight. That fundamental difference in lifestyles reportedly caused serious tension. Ben was said to be overwhelmed by the constant media attention. And while he appreciated Garner being there, he also didn't want to burden her. Not when she had already carried so much. But Jen made it clear. She was always there if he needed to vent. Still, once Lopez filed for divorce, lines were drawn. And Garner, she made her loyalty to Ben and their kids very clear. The two exes even spent Thanksgiving together with their children. And insiders claimed that Ben felt blessed to have Jen in his corner. Fans started speculating. Could this mean a possible reconciliation? Meanwhile, Garner stayed focused on her kids, stepping away from the drama. And after everything she's been through, can you blame her for wanting a little peace? Reports then surfaced that Ben and Jen were getting so comfortable spending time together, they were even planning to spend Christmas together. And let's be real, Jennifer Lopez probably wasn't thrilled about that. The very person she had leaned on to help save her marriage was now getting cozy with her soon-to-be ex-husband. But it didn't end there. Garner reportedly had enough. She let Lopez know that moving forward, any interaction would strictly be about the kids. During the marriage, their children had grown close, especially Ben's daughter Violet, who even spent summer in the Hamptons with Lopez. The bond was strong enough that Lopez's sister Linda visited Violet at Yale. And while Garner found the visit odd, given the divorce filing, she wouldn't interfere in her daughter's relationship with Lopez's family. That said, she made it clear. Her priority is Ben and the kids. Full stop. Now, Jennifer Lopez has reportedly decided to move far away from the entire situation. She recently purchased a $21 million home in Hidden Hills, about an hour away from Ben and Garner. According to sources, the move wasn't about escaping the Afflecks. It was about wanting a more relaxed, secure environment, away from the hustle and bustle. With gated communities, 24/7 security, and room for her kids to safely bike and hang out, it seems like the right move. On paper. But what do you think? Did Ben opening up about the divorce push J.Lo to finally walk away? Or do we believe the relaxed lifestyle explanation?